So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's good vision.
Fernando Torres, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And we have our very first corner. Schneider plays it short. Can he put it away? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter, and I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
João Cancelo. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of...
Oh, what has happened here?
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Roberto Carlos chasing after it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, that's been intercepted. Batistuta. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Schneider. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Cancelo.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but...
Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
He's found the way through. Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He's dealt with that really well. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. João Cancelo. Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Son Heung-min. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Roberto Carlos. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Beckenbauer. Oh, that... Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Schneider. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross from Cancelo. And reclaimed it in a trice. Batistuta tries to get it clear. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Beckenbauer. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho has been caught there, it's a foul. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Roberto Carlos! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And the pass is intercepted. Son Heung-min is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He's got away. Son Heung-min, he has found the way through. And they've been given a corner. So, third corner of the game. Schneider with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Chooses to go back. It's Schneider! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Torres. Roberto Carlos! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Cavani. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And they're back on the ball again. A real chance if he can get through. And the whistle goes for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Barcelona clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, great play! João Cancelo. Oh, they can break here. He's shifting through the gears here. João Cancelo pinches it off him. Roberto Carlos.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Driving forward. Ronaldinho. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That was a given. It always was.
Fernando Torres really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Little pass back.
That's good pressure, it gave him no other choice.
Thuram gets a foot in here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Maldini. Referee's given a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 23. El dorsal 10.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Rafinha
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And here's Ronaldinho. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, easy pickings there. Back into the middle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Quality ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two. Strokes it back. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, super find. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Climbs up big! They've scored! Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
So there's going to be another change here. Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Mbappe, he's got the shot away! It's there! Barcelona are back in business!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's in plenty of space here. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Owen. Mbappe. This official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Son Heung-min. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. João Cancelo. And here's Mbappe. In by... He gets big! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again, he's got his second.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3 será sustituido.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes. And we're done. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it is
and
the week's
welcome to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Martinez. Musiala. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time up. And the shot! It's a loose ball. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Really well played.
Vinicius Junior, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Check, punts it upfield. That is good alertness. Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, good-looking ball. Musiala. Good running, strong and purposeful. Neither side yet able to find the net. Musiala. Now it's Torres. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Hakimi can get it clear. India looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of bowlers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Osimhen. Beckenbauer short changes him with that pass. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Osimhen!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. And it's Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming. Musiala, Thuram cuts out the pass. Now then, the ball's come loose. Roberto Carlos. Fernando Torres. He's got away. Lobbed in behind. Shot could be on. Musiala. Messi. Messi. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Torres with the clearance. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Olise has it out wide and in space. Olise! It's an inviting looking ball, that.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Torres.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That has been cut short. And we hit half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He's got the shot away! And that has been clubbed away. Oh, they could be caught out here. Hakimi. That's gone for a throw-in. And it's Messi. Messi. Shifted upfield. Olise. Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And here's Messi. Roberto Carlos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Back into the middle. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Good read, needed to be. And that was very necessary.
Substitutions taking place.
Rice. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
The attendance for this
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Ronaldinho.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Owen!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. Some really good ball movement. Oh, super ball! They've got to be quick to recover this. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next... There's the hit!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Substitution in progress.
Ronaldinho. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Roberto Carlos. He won't be happy with that one. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. And it's Batistuta. He's looking to set free a runner. He has found the way through. That's good defending, very good defending.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
There's the shot! It's there! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
He is through here. Has a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to belt it away.
Barcelona probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Ah, such a clever touch. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rice.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That could spell trouble. India could have here their final chance. All hands on deck for this one. And it's been taken short. Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And the counter is on. Maldini. Roberto Carlos. Will play through for the wide man. And that's a good... Now the finish! It's in! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And that's it. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And it's Fernando Torres.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game, quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Now it's Osimhen, and he's had it nicked away. Played out to the right. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Fernando Torres. It's Ronaldinho! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Torres.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we have our very first corner. Now the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Neymar gets good distance on it. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Chance! Luke. Oh no, it's an own goal!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a little off target. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Yamal. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Vieira wins the duel this time. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Thuram gets it clear. Referee's given a throw. And here's Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Torres. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. He's found a way through. Thuram with a fine tackle. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Messi. He's got away. He rises! He's got away with one there. He's had it taken off him. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Ronaldinho, given the lift of his goal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira calmly anticipates. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tries a shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises...
And here's a chance! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And the comeback is complete! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Barcelona take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
That is good alertness. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, taken with style! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. That's played into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Osimhen. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's managed to get free. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared without hesitation. Ronaldinho for Fernando Torres. And it's lofted through here. And here's Yamal. Beckenbauer. There's the whistle for half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more.
Barcelona would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
So off we go once more.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Xavi Alonso. Szoboszlai. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Szoboszlai.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, that's a nice ball. Barcelona have got it back. Has a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Carlos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Ronaldinho. Beckenbauer. Barcelona needing a change of fortune here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar.
La asistencia a este
They've got to
partido
make this nice and quick.
197.559 espectadores.
Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's just playing it safe and simple. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's there to belt it away. Oh, that's neat. Hits one! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Roberto Carlos. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Opts for safety. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And he can clear it away. That's the throw. Tonali. Now that looks a decent ball. That's been cut out, well played. Bojan. Good ball over the top. And he's certainly onside here. And it's Maradona. Szoboszlai. Chance for the header! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
He is through here. Terrific header. And that would have won it.
Rummenigge should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Ronaldinho. Nedved. Now it's Owen.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, there's a probing ball. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure.
Oh, shooting chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that should get the job done. He's looking to set free a runner. And here's Nunez! And it's hoisted clear. Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 4 coming up here. Van Bouten clears it away. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Maldini. Beckenbauer. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aim forwards.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Habrá 3
And he'll
minutos de
shoot
descuento.
here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Roberto Carlos. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Rummenigge. Szoboszlai.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tonali. And time is up. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with
Recordamos a
nothing.
nuestros espectadores que la tienda
How would you
oficial del
summarise
estadio
what we've seen
está
today then,
abierta
Jim?
entre semana
Well,
y en
there was
días
a
deportivos.
distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams. Rises! Deftly away. Well, that is one way to stop him. DiMarco. Good read, needed to be. And it's Conte. He gets big! Goal! Barcelona! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Roberto Carlos. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And that is a little undercooked. Strokes it back. That's a sharp pass. Out of play for a goal kick. Robertson. DiMarco. And here's Rafinha. That's the throw. Great chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Robertson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
DiMarco. DiMarco. Robertson is in a really good position out wide. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the counter is on. Beckenbauer goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Osimhen. And it's Xabi Alonso. And he's cut it out. He's shifting through the gears here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Osimhen plays a delicate ball. That's a nicely measured pass. Rafinha. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. He's got full. They've scored! And with that goal comes comfort. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's found the way through. Goes in for the header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Big header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Adams gets rid without sophistication.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Climbs up big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Rafinha! That is decidedly lacking.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? He's picked his way through. Rafinha goes pelting down that left-hand side.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
That's very neat. Oh, strongly challenged there. Conte. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Osim. Ronaldinho!
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
DiMarco, who does have an assist to his name. Beckenbauer. Looking tidy in possession here. Great position here. And the half-time whistle goes. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the action is back on the way.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Oh, easy pickings there. Robertson. Messi. And here's Osimhen. Now that's well seen too. Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's fabulous. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Now there's a... It's Ronaldinho! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Tchouaméni, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Beckenbauer. And here's Roberto Carlos. And he was alert to it.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. It's a mighty effort! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Floated up and over. No way through there. Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Up he goes!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Another header, but again the same outcome.
Barcelona are literally using their heads with some very good service, but it's time for someone to add authority.
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. He is just caressing the ball. The ball is loose and the chase is on. So their 4th corner of the game. And the shot! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Oh, what a climb! Has another go! And that was very necessary. And that's been intercepted. Nedved.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the... Nunez! Oh, that's a waste.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
So time for
23.
change, and
El
this one
dorsal
has been on the
15.
cards for a little while.
El dorsal 32. El dorsal 26. El dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por... el
Barcelona
dorsal
have really
25.
been terrific
El
at
dorsal
snuffing out the
22.
threat. Now
El
for
dorsal
something
13.
different.
El dorsal 9. Jordi Alba. El dorsal
Adams
18.
did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicked it back promptly. Crossed in. Chance! It's in! Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. Simplicity itself.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
75 minutes played. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, great! Can he finish? Oh, taken with style!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Kostic.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Nedved.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And that is expertly dealt with. He is through here. And a header! They've done it! And they are right back within touch. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So is this the start of a comeback? Oh, smashing header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Darwin.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Nedved. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Saka gets into a good position. And that has been cut short. That is good strength. Terrific header! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Barcelona might just feel they're onto something here, despite not putting that away, you know.
Nice bit of trickery. That's an excellent interception.
6 minutos de descuento.
Now it's Ronaldinho. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he'll shoot here! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. And now they can clear their lines. Adams. And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And as you can see, we've already started here. He could be in here. Ter Stegen gets good distance on it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Adams makes the interception. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Messi. That has been slung wide. He's got away. Cafu. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Van der Vaart wins the duel this time, and he's managed to get free. De Nielsen, he can run onto that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He has found the way through. Messi. Van der Ven defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's beaten the last big chance! Beckenbauer. Xavi Alonso. Looking for the runner. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And that could set him on his way. And he's heaved it away. Roberto Carlos. Now Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that should be the keepers. So what can they make of this? Maldini. And here's Mbappe. Kyle Walker. Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Engages and forces him off the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi goes short. Has another go! And he's quick to get it clear again. Norway are looking to go forward now. Now it's Osimhen. Cafu. Now it's Osimhen. Has a go! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Now it's Luis Suarez. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Adams. Beckenbauer. Xavi Alonso. He's been picked out. Osimhen. Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Norway head to the dressing room. Not great chance! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's a great hit! And he hits the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Nicely aimed pass. And he cuts out the supply. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a good ball through. He's through, now is he in? There's the shot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
The attendance for this match was 50,000.
Luis Suarez. And it's Messi. To Nielsen. Xavi Alonso. And he's there to get it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Messi. Looking tidy in possession here. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Roberto Carlos. He's through here. Osimhen, and the shot! Goal, Norway! And they've got their lead back.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Number 45, Osimhen. 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 Substitutions taking place.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Norway take the lead. And he's intervened well there. Schneider! It's Schneider! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Norway still have the cards to affect this game. Gets a good foot in there. Neymar. Passing is crisp and sharp. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Works it forward. Roberto Carlos might just make this. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni. Oh, that's clever. And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substitution in progress.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Great chance here from position A1. Messi! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Into the last 5 minutes.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Roberto Carlos.
Schneider.
Coming on to replace him is number 4,
Alonso.
Look, movement creates
There will be
more
5
options,
minutes
and that
added
was
time.
really sharply done.
Messi.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Xavi Alonso. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Xavi Alonso. And here's Nunez. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, strongly challenged there. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Hits one! And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Please turn your attention to the...
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a doubt, it is the
everybody,
week's
and welcome to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Figo. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Gullit. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Gullit really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Maldini deals with that comfortably. Gets good distance on it. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Norway have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Figo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Norway are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's clever. Czech catches it safely. Always onto this. Look at the space here. Great chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Big header! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Brilliantly cut out. Manchester United have their second corner now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's been drilled forward.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Osimhen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cafu.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Picked out brilliantly. He gets big. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Roberto Carlos. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Beckenbauer. Now it's Osimhen. He's got tall. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Norway just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Roberto Carlos. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hullet. It's Pirlo. Oh, he's found some space here. Spread neatly. And they've got a throw. Now here's the... Oh, what a climb! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Manchester United might just feel they're onto something here despite not putting that away, you know.
Roberto Carlos. Collier. Oh, good ball, shots on here. Beckenbauer. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maldini cuts out the pass, and that's gone loose. Face to face with the keeper. There's the hit! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and
he rises! And they've got rid. And that has left him in a heap. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Great chance here from position A1. Yamal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Maldini. Pass somewhat off target. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
The attendance for this
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And the shot! Yes! They are pulling clear here. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Nice physical challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's put paid to a promising move. That is good alertness. And here's Osimhen. Oh, it's come loose.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Roberto Carlos. No, again there's no way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well read, nice interception. And here's Osimhen. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gullit delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Can he get onto this? That's very neat. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now it's Hazard. Oh, super ball. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution on the field. Number
To
10,
further improve their position of
Mbappe.
comfort.
Number 45, Osimhen. Number 18, Roberto Carlos. Number 15, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 24.
No, he's missed it!
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Darwin Núñez. Number 5, Sane.
Passes coming off in quick succession
13,
here.
Conte.
Adams concedes a free kick for that.
14, Tchouaméni. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. That is Conte. And that is a little undercooked. Pirlo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shapes to shoot! And that is the last effort of the game. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Darwin. Played back in. Opts to play it back.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he welcomes it in. Osimhen.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Wriggles his way through. Fernando Torres. Now it's Ødegaard. Darwin. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Osimhen, and he's intervened well there. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Roberto Carlos. Xavi Alonso. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. And he can clear it away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Ronaldinho.
Oh, really well played.
Messi. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. Thuram is there to clear. And smartly reclaimed. Xavi Alonso producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ronaldinho. Messi. Ødegaard. Ødegaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Out of play for a throw. Xavi Alonso. Osimhen. Roberto Carlos. Osimhen. There's the shot!
Arsenal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Darwin. Ødegaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Passing is crisp and sharp, and that's really well manoeuvred. De Bruyne. Darwin. Pinches it off him. Beckenbauer. Messi. And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He can get that clear. And it's half-time here. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless.
Quick reminder today.
So we reached the halfway point.
Barcelona ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 24. Vardy.
And we're off again.
Number 9.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Number 13.
Bastoni.
Darwin Núñez. Coming on the field. Number 2.
Mbappe.
João Cancelo.
Beckenbauer.
Number 41.
And the counter is on.
Number
Osimhen.
17. Messi.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Vinicius
Barcelona
Junior.
clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that has not gone well. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That'll be a throw-in. Saliba, Koundé, Messi. Now Saliba, Adams, Bastoni, Rice. That pass has been well intercepted. He can run onto that. Well played, well sorted out.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos. So what can they make of this? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
A real chance if he can get through. And still, we await the first breakthrough.
60,810.
That looks a good ball through. And he's had it nicked away. There's a probing ball. Osimhen is onto it in a flash. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's there to retrieve it. Mbappe, Mohamed Salah. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Substitution.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here. Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Roberto Carlos. And here's Núñez. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Messi. And it's Salah. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's got away. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Arsenal have it back and can go again. And it's Messi. Looking for the runner. That is a great ball.
Arsenal merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Oh, played right into his path. He has found the way through.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's through here. Now it's Ronald. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
1-0 as we head towards the end. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
He won't be happy with that one. Koundé. Mohamed Salah is in a really good position out wide. Good read, needed to be. Thuram is fouled.
There will be 3
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, this looks sharp. Roberto Carlos. Oh, delightful ball. Koundé. Saliba. That's that, the end. Barcelona have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Ronaldinho claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
For our World Charity Fund.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begley. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's clever. And he was quick to react. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Darwin. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, you won't find many that can lead a line better than Luis Suarez. The Uruguayan really does come into his own when dropping between the lines or attacking those small spaces in and around the box. Even the tightest of areas, it doesn't daunt him.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Punched away. Oh, that's nice. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's found a way through, and the shot!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And that could set him on his way. Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Mateus.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's very neat. Just eases him off the ball. Thuram looking to penetrate opposition lines. And there's green grass ahead of him. Great chance! They want to be quick to recover this. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries to get it clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Now it's Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maldini. Beckenbauer. Bullet. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Osimhen. Mateus. Driving on and making good progress.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice control. Nice ball, and he's in here. Got it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Defending of the desperate variety.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Osimhen looking to get on the end of this. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenge just a bit on the... And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the pass is intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rummenigge.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Chance here to counter. And shifted it to the flank. He's in plenty of space here. And that has been cleared. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. It's a good foot in there. Maldini. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Nunez. Osimhen. Has a look and plays it forward. Darwin. Mateus. And we hit half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Roberto Carlos. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rummenigge might just make this. And it's Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Can he put it away? It's in! Barcelona are back in business. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Lahm could try cutting inside here. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ronaldinho. Lahm attempts a clearance. Roberto Carlos. And here's Nunez.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.607
nicely intercepted.
spettatori.
And it's Messi. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lahm spots it and intercepts. Hullet. He's shifting through the gear. And the shot! And yes, it's there! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And he's on. It's Luis Suarez! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
And he has been fouled there. Rijkaard. No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mateus. Hullet. Always onto this. He has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well read, nice interception. Suarez proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
And here's Suarez. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Cambio di giocatori.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here. And he's going to Rex. Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. And they are cruising away. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Rummenigge. Oh, easy pickings there. Beckenbauer takes control of it and he's on the move. Well timed, excellent interception. Hullet looks to get on the end of this. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking for the run. Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. He could be in here. Oh, that was vital. Mateus. Hullet. And he's been shifted off it. Tonali, he can run onto that. Now there's a fine ball. Hits one! It's in!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So is this the start of a comeback? 4 extra minutes added on. That's good running with the ball. Owen. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Tries a header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Maldini is offering.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause.